Hello guys, good morning, and on this particular video I want to quickly show you how to create a mandala pattern for your book background. Okay, so before you watch this video you must have seen a video on how to import mandala brushes and how to create some pattern brushes that can help you make this process easier. Okay, so the first step that you want to take is to create a new layer. You cannot paint on maybe an existing layer that will mess up that very layer if there is any other item or element on it. So after creating your layer, you go to your brush tool and activate the brush. You can do this by pressing B on your Photoshop or just press the brush icon. When you press the brush icon, by default you're going to be having any kind of brush kind of tip that you have preset before. And of course you must have learned how to import brushes. So come here. So these are the list of brushes that I have: special effects brushes, wet media brushes, dry media, and general. So I'm going to go ahead to import the brushes that I need, that is the mandala brushes. So it seems like the brush gets to disappear after you close Photoshop because I've imported a number of brushes here before. So I'm going to be importing this. Okay, so this was the mandala brush that we sort of like downloaded earlier. So I've imported the brush 13. I'm still going to import more. So I just want to show you how it's gonna look like when you sort of like import. Okay, so you can see it keeps on adding these folders. And let's even import more brushes. Okay, let's see. Okay, so I think I have some under the installed. So we can import the brush 14. And let's go ahead and import even more. Let's try this. Okay, so that should be fine for now. Now, of course, you can see that one of the brushes that I have currently selected is a kind of mandala flower kind of pattern, right? So if I just want to create just a very simple pattern, I could just, you can reduce or increase the size using the square bracket on your keyboard, or you can of course use the increase size tool here to increase the size. So once you have the appropriate size and you're on your selected layer, you want to make sure that it's probably centralized. So I want to centralize this. Okay, and then you also have to make sure that the correct kind of color is selected. So you have your color. So let's have something a little bit darker, but I don't want black. So you can have something like this, and it takes just one click to create this pattern. And so you have this pattern on your book. Okay, so let's say you want to fill up the white edges, and say you want to use another brush. You can of course do that, and there are several ways for you to do it, so you have to explore your creativity. Okay, so you can go ahead and check out some other mandala brushes. So let's see how this will look. So I want to just have this at the edge of the covers, of the book. So you can have something like this. Now you notice something. Okay, I'm going to paint this just right here. Okay, so it's just at the edge, and this I want to paint these over the existing one. Now you can see that it's created this unwanted kind of like intersection, which is not looking so nice. Okay, so that is not so good enough. So you don't want to do that. So if you're painting these on the same layer, you want to make sure that they are not intersecting. So we are going to create these, and we're going to, so you can decide to switch up your brush for the other two edges, or you can decide to make use of the very same kind of brush. Okay, oh, that was a mistake. And okay, so we're going to even have more. And if you like your background as it is, then you're fine, and you have created one background. So you can go ahead to maybe add additional elements, say you want to add some text or some other things. Okay, so this is one way of creating your mandala background for your coloring book. So that will be all in this video, and in the next I'm going to be showing you some other interesting ways that you can mix these up and create some interesting designs.